Good evening, welcome back to First Look. Michael here, our Psychic Mike. And tonight I'm going to be looking at something I think I'll particularly enjoy. The Charnel House Trilogy. Now, I'm going completely blind into this, but what I have been able to look up on it is this is a game developed by a studio called Owl Cave, and this is their second ever title. The first being Richard and Alice. Now it seems like they specialize in sad and maybe horrific adventure stories. At first I thought this was actually by its theme and by its art style, it may have been by Wedge-Eye, which is another great company for good story and good classic gameplay. But no, this is the second title, and it's starring one of my favorite YouTube personalities as one of the voices of the characters. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Jim fucking Sterling's son. Yes, Jim Sterling from the Jimquisition. I can't wait to see where he ends up. Now, a little backstory here, just before I get into it. The Charnel House, or Charnel House, is a term that comes as an old term for a dwelling or place to where you would pile corpses or bones. There's also, I believe, a famous poem called The Charnel House, and I believe there's also maybe a famous short story that's similar. Not that this is made off of that, but it also refers to a dwelling of violent death. So, I think we're going to have a very fun time with this one and its atmosphere. Now, there's 3 chapters, and we're going to start with the first one called Inhale. And if you're ready to get to it.
So, it's another good evening to you, my fellow cheated hearts of New York City. Good news! The blizzard's finally stopped. But the weatherman says there's a rainstorm coming. Just what we need, some good old-fashioned New York rain. So close your windows, lock your doors, wrap up warm and settle in for another evening with me, Kenna Martin, exclusively here on BC 304 FM. I'll be taking you all through the night and right up to the graveyard shift, because who ever heard of employment laws, huh? So to kick things off with a personal favorite of mine, here's Forever by Nervous Test Pilot.
It stopped snowing days ago. I ran out of excuses not to go and see him. I don't want to think about this.
Alright, we can interact, and we can examine the environment, so...
Books, games, a couple of CDs, very me, and an asthma inhaler, for some reason. No idea who left it here. Might have been Sophia. Hope she has another. Although since she hasn't been here for over a month, I guess she does. Playing a game would be perfect about now. If only I could concentrate. I don't really like Gavin's old coat. It's been here since, well, the night he left, I guess. My birthday. Classy guy. I do wish he'd come and pick the damn thing up, though. My adorable little pot plant. Gavin used to call him Dave. I called him Gilbert. Gilbert it is. There's something in amongst the fronds. I should get it free sometime. Ah, got it. Parcel I hadn't opened yet. Let's see. So You Want to Give Up Smoking, a self-help book by I. Burnett. Kinda wish I hadn't found this now. I'll just put it back where it was.
You might not hear from me for much of this because The music, what she's saying.
A portal to an exciting other world. Or as the landlord calls it, the bathroom.
I like to experience the atmosphere they build when they do it well. Okay, so I guess that might be our inventory.
Ah, the sofa. So many happy memories of sitting here, doing fuck all. I have nothing but love for this sofa. Wait, no, the other thing. Apathy. It's a sofa. Actually, it's a bed, too.
Aren't they old?
Sure, yeah, I'll go to bed at 7 in the evening. That'd be suitably pathetic. My trusty portable radio. These days, it gets a lot of use. My mom gave me this when I moved here. Gavin had to fix one of the legs a few months ago. Oh god, never mind. It houses a bunch of old games magazines, last Tuesday's copy of the paper, and an ashtray. What a life.
I was walking through Washington Square Park
If
the
I
other
was
day
drinking
when I saw a
coffee
woman
or
having a
felt like
long,
reading,
animated
then maybe.
conversation with
But I
herself,
don't,
apparently.
so no.
Nobody else around, but she was really going at it, arguing with air almost. She was a redhead like me too, a bit older though, and you know what I realized? That's me, that is. When I eventually get fired from the station and end up missing talking to you guys so much that I just go full throttle talking to myself instead. So to the anonymous woman talking to herself in Washington Square Park, I salute you. You gave one insecure DJ some hope for the future.
Yeah, she almost sounds familiar, the radio personality.
There's something behind the radiator. Maybe I can reach it. Ah, got it. A parcel I hadn't opened yet. Let's see. A DVD of Strangers on a Train. I bought this for Gavin. Ugh. Back behind the radiator it goes. I'm not reaching back there again. The kitchen. I'm not actually a bad cook. I just usually can't be bothered. Ah, my dear, sweet desktop. Aging graphics card, hard drive clogged up with all manner of shit. It's still my baby. I want to, but I think I've got something to do first.
Alright, so far we're building a bit of a world here. I'm gonna leave it idle for a second to see if she does something. Usually they have a small little idle animation or an impatient animation if you're waiting too long. But just want to talk for a minute. The music is really nice. It sounds extremely original. The voice acting so far is pretty good. I mean, you get the feeling that this is a depressed person. She feels hopeless. Or that, you know, there's hints of a breakup that she just had. Or that maybe somebody died. It could be either one.
A surprisingly beautiful view of the city. One of my favorite things about this apartment. It's dark out. The snow might have stopped, but it's still utterly freezing. I'll pass, thanks.
Okay, the music's gone quiet.
My trusty portable radio. These days it gets a... I'd prefer to leave it on. I like the ambiance.
Well, one little thing. They've at least got good sound effects for pretty much everything, moving around, but, music stopped. I guess they weren't expecting you to take this long to do things. So let's check this out. So, this is our Raven Crow phone.
It's a novelty phone. Gavin got it for me. It looks like a crow.
So I was right, it's a crow.
There are messages on the answering machine.
Let's move this along.
Don't feel like calling anyone, but I suppose I should listen to the messages.
You have 2 new messages. First new message, received today at 1:18 p.m.
Congratulations. You have won tickets to the Krennic-on-Thames Museum's latest exhibit. straight from the catacombs of Augur Peak. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to...
Tickets to an English museum? This is New York, kids. Not interested.
Message deleted. Second new message received today at 6:29 p.m. Hi, Alex. Denise just told me you'd been in. Should have let me know. I'd have made sure I was here. It's been a while. I'm sure your dad appreciates it, love. You know he'd tell you that himself if he could. Call me on my cell when you get this. Goodbye. Love you. Bye. End of final message.
I didn't call, Mom, because I knew you would be there, and I couldn't do it if you were. I don't know why. Please don't hate me. Ah, screw it. I'll call her in the morning, right? Right. God damn it. Talking to myself. My therapist says it's my desire for an audience, for company. I say it's because I constantly feel like I'm being watched.
Meta.
Well, shit. It's locked. I don't recall locking it. In fact, I don't recall it ever having a key. My DVD collection. I'm not a huge movie buff. Gavin is, though. I think a few of these are his. I should probably give them back soon. My DVD. I think
Alright, so we're not gonna get it now. I think our desktop is where we need to go.
A memento. Gavin won this for me in one of those claw machines. No idea how he did it. Some kind of wizardry. Some games magazine. Every review score is 7 or above. While I've always been tempted to put it in the microwave, I think I'll leave it here for now. I've grown attached to the little guy. I call him Sam. Just my scribblings. Can barely even read it. Nah, I'm sure it's here for a reason. The E key sticks, and there's a cigarette burn on page up, but I can't bring myself to part with it. I don't know why, really. I should turn the PC on first. Probably do an upgrade. They say PC gaming is an expensive hobby. It's not. Unless you're broke, which I am. Power on. Good idea.
Certainly an old computer took 5 minutes to boot up.
It's a photo of me, with my friends Sophia, Isaiah, and Carly. And that asshole's there too. It was taken on my birthday a few months ago. I'm not changing it. I kinda like bitter reminders. Right, let's do this. Oh look, drama as my favorite reviewer gives a game a low score. Whatever, I've always loved his writing. Very personable, makes me feel like I know the guy. Oh well, no time for that now. Gotta track my package. It has to be here today. Of course, I had to change all my regular passwords. Gavin knew them. God damn it, what did I use here? I think I wrote it down somewhere when I was drunk. Oh, yeah. Ah, here it is, I think. Nah. The writer walks the shores where love inscribed its final kiss. Time to read, Alex. Nah.
Alright, so we can't use it on anything.
A memento. No idea how we... An unremarkable desktop lamp. There's something stuck up by the light bulb. I might be able to fish it out. Ah, got it. A parcel I hadn't opened yet. Let's see. A 10-foot extendable ladder with stand and carry case. I'll just put it back.
What the fuck?
An unremarkable desktop. I'd rather leave the lamp alone.
Did you just say that she fished a 10-foot extendable ladder with carrying case out of the light bulb? Alright, that's either poor writing or a nice funny job. Let's see. Time to read, so we should probably head over to the bookcase.
Let's do this then. Sophia's inhaler. Might as well bin this tomorrow. Nah, let's not get sidetracked with minor things like asthma. The Mirror by Graham Masterson. I remember this being pretty terrifying when I was a teenager. I wonder if it'd hold up. Sanctum by Madeleine Roux. This just came out. I have an especially strong connection to her writing. I can't wait to read it. In fact, everyone should. Yeah. 50 Great Coastal Walks of the British Isles, Volume 2. I checked this out of the library years ago, then forgot to return it. Don't ask me why. I've never even been to Britain. Hopefully the librarian's forgotten. Leaving Megalopolis by Gail Simone. I bought this because I loved her run on Secret Six, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged, a beautiful novel by an author whose beliefs I totally agree with. Just kidding, Rand was a fucking troll. I only bought this thing because of BioShock. Death, The High Cost of Living, just one of my many Neil Gaiman books. All the onk-wearing wannabe teenage goth girls in the world can't kill my love of the endless. Also, who am I kidding? I was totally an onk-wearing wannabe teenage goth girl. Death, The High Cost of Living, all the Special Topics in Calamity Physics by Marisha Pessel. The only time I've wanted to slap and hug the main character at once. Good book. Louis Cassell's The Charnel House Burial, my prized first edition copy. The one memento from Gavin I'll never get rid of.
Like I said before at the beginning of this Let's Play, The Charnel House was a story and a poem. And I think this is based heavily off that, so...
Oh, Cassell, you are a strange and troubled man. I wonder whatever happened to you. For your graduation, I hope there will always be room in your spectacular mind for me. You are my island. Love you forever and always, Gavin. Yeah, I get it. Cassell famously became a hermit while writing this book. The island he moved to was called Augur Peak. I remember now. Augur Peak 1318.
Oh, so that was easy.
I'm not reaching back there again.
But we've come to the end of this first look. About to log on. So far nothing's happened. We've been playing for about, let's say about 15, 16 minutes. Let's go for a 24. Let's at least see if this leads us anywhere.
The E key sticks. I don't know. I resent having to pay special delivery for train tickets, but I need them today. The next train isn't for 2 weeks. I can't wait that long. What? The site says it was delivered and signed for. I don't recognize that signature, and even I would have remembered signing for it today. Looks like it says Benwood or something? What? Well, great. Fucking perfect. I need those tickets. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe they'll still come. Maybe the website's fucked. It's too late to call them now. What else can I do but wait? Now it's storming. This is gonna be fun, making my way to the station by midnight. I'm not being sarcastic. I just want the tickets to get here. Guess I'd better find a way to spend my evening then. I don't feel like playing a game, so maybe a DVD is in order. Might make a change.
Looking outside, it seems like the storm's hit a little early, New York. Rain, thunder, lightning, the works. So batten down those hatches and get ready for a cozy musical night in with me, Ken and Martin, exclusively on BC 304 FM.
Well, we held out for a good 20 minutes and something spooshy happened. This is not an in your face. This is not a Dead Space, okay? This is not a Doom. This is not a Five Nights at Freddy's. This is like an atmosphere story. And I like it so far. I mean, I'm not sure if I would recommend it completely because I haven't gone all the way through, but I don't think we're even more than a third past the first chapter. Maybe less. But, I'm gonna call it a night. And I'm going to save. And I'm gonna say good night. Check it out if you like. If you'd like to see a full Let's Play, picking up where I left off here, then just write, comment, or subscribe below. If you'd like a full review after I'm done with the full game, then again, write, subscribe, and like below. Thank you so much for joining me on this first look. And if this is the dead of night, find your own spooky story to entertain you. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight.